Hello, everybody. So today I want to talk about something that happened to me. First, I want to say I'm not really asking for the opinions of people who want to say that maybe this was a little bit dangerous, maybe risky, because I already know that. I am coming forth to let everybody know that sometimes you have to go with your feelings and just hope for the best. So, the story is today I was leaving my job and I saw an older gentleman on a bike, and he had another smaller bike in between his bike that he was driving, and he was also holding on a leash to a dog, right? And he kind of looks scraped up. I'm driving in front of him on this street. And then as he was like pedaling, he fell over, right? So I automatically was like, oh no, I hope he's okay. But then more people started coming out, and like nobody was really like helping him get up or whatever the case was. And I was right there, and I already don't like seeing people struggle without me trying to help, right? And so I kind of moved closer to him, and he like looked at me, and in that moment I was like, I gotta see what I gotta do. I got a car. This man doesn't have anything. So I rolled my window down just a little bit, and I was like, hey, how far are you away? And he was like, not that far. It's gonna take a long time by bike, but it's not that far by car. And I was like, okay, put your bike in the back, and your dog can get in my back seat, and I can drive you over there, right? Now, mind you, again, I already know this is very risky, very dangerous. I'm a young woman driving by myself, and I don't know this fellow at all. But something was telling me to help, and he looked torn down, like he just needed a break. And so I helped him. I got him in the car. I put my hazards on, and we drove slow to where we needed to go. And this whole time we are driving, he is telling me about how he has to get away from his girlfriend because his girlfriend has been beating him. And he's showing me all these scars on his hands, and he's like, she just hit me in the head a few days ago, and now I have this headache, and I'm just trying to get to my mom's house. That's all I can do is get to my mom's house. And he's thanking me and saying, what made you stop? And and I just, in that moment, I felt happy that I did stop, because my first like instinct was to keep driving by, and of course not because, I saw a person who needed help and just didn't want to help them. Of course, I was thinking of the dangers. I don't know this person, but I am so glad that I did stop. I'm glad that I took a chance. I'm glad that I helped somebody. I helped his dog. Her name is Luna. She was beautiful. She got hair everywhere in my car, though. I just finished vacuuming. I'll tell you that much. She's a hairy little thing. But sometimes you just have to take a chance. And I have no regrets whatsoever. And I hope this message reached somebody, especially to the male audience, because I know typically there's this fear of, oh, I don't know this person, especially this guy, right? Anything could happen. And even though that's true, sometimes a person is just down on their luck. And I don't always just look at the gender of the person, So, but that's my story. I really do hope that this person is okay, putting all of the positive energy out in the world, that he does what he needs to do. He gets away from, this toxic behavior, this domestic violence situation. And, I'm so glad that I was put in a situation where I could help him. That's all I wanted to say.